So today we'll start SQL programming. See, whatever we can do using the base programming, like using the data step or proc step, we can do all that using the SQL programming also. Okay, like so creating the data sets or modifying the data sets or renaming the variables, labeling the variables, changing the formats. Okay, sorting the data, grouping the data. So whatever we want to do, whatever actually we do using the traditional SAS programming like base programming or advanced programming, all that we can do using the SQL programming also. Okay. First we'll start with creating the data sets. So since it is a SQL programming, we start with the statement proc SQL. Okay. So here in SQL programming, we call the dataset as table, we call variables as columns and observations as rows. Okay. So here what we want to do initially, we want to create the dataset, right, which is nothing but table. So create table. Okay. Give the table name. Whatever is the table name that you want to give, you can give. Okay. Create table. I'll give as test. Okay. Create table test as. So now whatever variable names that we want to give, we can give that variable names. Table test. Suppose say that if you want to give the variable names as ID, comma, department, okay, comma, ID, name and department. Okay. Now how do you declare the data types? Here means ID is what? Numeric data type. So write here numeric. Okay. So if you want to give name as character data type, give char. Okay. After that, department. Okay. After this, after giving the variable names, what is our next step to do? We have to insert the data values, right? Like into that rows, we have to insert the data values or observations. Make use of the insert statement. Insert into. Okay. Insert into. Which data set we want to insert? Into test. Okay. Insert into test. We have two different methods to insert the data values. One is using the value statement and the other one is using the set statement. I'll tell you both the ways. Using the value statement, okay, values. So say here as ID value, right, 101. I'll give ID as 101, name. So character data values you define in quotations, okay. Say department as IT. Okay. Now the next one is value statement again, okay, values. Say here 102, comma, whatever name that you want to give HR. Okay. So once you finish giving the data values, you end that with semicolon. Okay. And after that, end the program with quit statement. In SQL programming, you end the program with a quit statement. Okay. In SAS program, we end with run statement, right? Here with quit statement. Run the program. Check the library, work library. See, test dataset got created. Okay. So this is one way of creating the SAS dataset using proc SQL. The other way is using the set statement. Okay. So till here it will be same. Insert into test. Okay. Instead of values, make use of the set statement. Set. Okay. You give the variable name and the variable value here. Okay. Okay. Now the next one is name. Next one is department. Okay. Set ID equals to name, department and HR and quit. That's it. Got it? This is also the other way of creating the SAS data set. Hello?
which one is more efficient to use? Like,
Anything will do.
okay.
Yeah. So generally we don't create the data sets using these methods, no? Like we don't keep inserting the values here like this. We import the data from other sources, or else we copy the data from one SAS dataset to the other SAS dataset, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
Okay. Now, suppose say that if you want to copy the data from one SAS dataset to the other SAS dataset, see here, proc SQL. Okay. So if you want to create a table, you create the table by writing the statement create table test. Okay. As select all the data from. Okay, so for suppose say that if you want to copy all the data, then make use of this star, okay, asterisk, so that it will copy all the data from where you are saying, from where, with whatever data set that you are specifying, from that data set it will copy all the data. Okay, and quit. See, create table test as select all the data from SAS help dot class and quit. Okay, whatever data that we have here, see, all the data will get copied. Okay, now suppose say here if you want to give like some additional information about how the values are getting transformed or how the data set is getting transformed, then you can make use of the option called feedback. It will display that additional information in the log window. Okay, see, so after using the feedback, see here, proc SQL feedback, right? So after using the feedback, it is giving you like how the statement is getting transformed. Okay, here before, when you didn't use that feedback option, see, there is no this additional information. Okay, see, this additional information will be displayed in log window because of this feedback option. Okay, the next one is out OBS. Suppose say that if you want to copy only the first 10 observations from class dataset to test dataset, then make use of the option out OBS equals to how many observations that you want to copy, give that count, so that it will copy first 10 observations. Okay, see, only first 10 observations got copied. If you give 5, only first 5 observations will get copied. The next one is if you want to rename the variables. Okay, what are the different variables that we have in class dataset? Name, age, sex, height, and weight, right? These are the different variables that we have in class dataset. Now suppose say name you want to rename as student name, then make use of the option as. Okay, as. Okay, as student name. Similarly, suppose if you want to rename sex as gender, make use of the option as. Okay, now suppose say that for height and weight you want to declare the format as with 2 decimals. So here the format is regular, right? So you want to specify the format with 2 decimals. In that case, make use of the format option. Okay. Hmm. Format equals to whatever format that you want to give. So 6 is nothing but the total width, and 0.2 is nothing but after decimals how many values. Okay. Now run this program. Open this. See, student name and Z got renamed to jet height and weight with 2 decimals. Okay. So like this you can do. But suppose say that instead of renaming, if you want to label, you know the difference, you remember the difference between renaming and labeling, right? Hello? Hmm? Hello? You
Yeah.
remember the difference between renaming and labeling, right?
Yeah, kind of. Label doesn't rename it, right?
No, 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 no. Renaming is nothing but like completely changing the variable name. Labeling is nothing but we are just
Yes.
giving like a tagline. That's it.
Only in the output. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Now, if you want to label it, say like label equals to. Okay. Instead of as, make use of the option label. And since it is label, you keep it in quotations. Okay. Similarly, sex also, if you want to label to gender, then write here label equals to gender. Okay. So here it will be like variable name will be name only, but label will be student name. Okay. Name is nothing but variable name. Label is nothing but like the student name. Okay. See here for sex also it is same. Variable name is sex. Label is gender. Okay. So like this, if you want to label, you can make use of the label option. If you want to rename it, make use of the option as. Okay. Now the next one is, if you want to create the new variables, you can create the new variables also. Okay. So let's start from SAS help.class, comma. Suppose say that you want to create a new variable called x, which is equal to some weight, okay, into, I'll give some random calculation, okay, weight into 0.45. Say that here you want to create a new variable called x, but with what calculation? Weight into 0.45. Okay, so weight into 0.45 as x. Clear? So that it will create, with this calculation, it will create a new variable called x. See? Okay.
We don't have to end it with semicolon.
No, here we are ending it with semicolon. No, this is all one statement.
Okay. Okay, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, the next one is,
What if we want only few observations in the middle?
hmm, make use of the data step. No, in that case, I don't know how we do with SQL programming, but we can make use
Okay.
of the point option. No, in data step. Remember?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, the next one is removing the duplicates. Okay, generally in order to remove the duplicates, what do we prefer? Like in SQL programming, sorry, not in SQL programming, in base programming, what do we prefer? Proc sort and no dupe key or no dupe rec, right? Depending on the requirement. Here, what we do is we make use of the distinct option. Okay. First, let me create, because we don't have the duplicates. First, let us create the data set. Open this. See here we have two records as the complete duplicate. Say Jennifer 68 female, Jennifer 68 female. Okay. If you want to remove like one of them, you want to remove this duplicate record. Okay. In that case, you can make use of the option distinct. Proc SQL select, right here distinct. Okay. Of all the variables. from class and quit. Okay. See, if you want to create a table, you can create a table. Since here you are starting with select, okay, it is printing in the output window. If you want to create a table, right here, create table, whatever table that you want to create, you can create. Okay. So that it will create the data set. So if you just want to print anything in output window, then don't write this statement, create table. Okay. Just for output, this will print the result in output window. If you want to create a data set, then you make use of this one, create table. Okay. Okay. No, still we are not getting right. Expecting as, yeah, create table as, create table test as select. Okay, see, now there are no two Geneva 68 females. So it removed one of the duplicate record. Clear? Or else you can see like by the count. Here we have, in the source we have 6 observations, whereas here we have only 5 observations. Okay. So like this, by making use of the distinct option, you can remove the duplicates. Clear?
Yes.
Now, the next one is sorting the data, as in ordering the data, either in ascending order or descending order. Okay. So create table test as select star from SAS help dot class. Okay. Here, suppose if you want to order the data, okay, order by 6. Okay, so that it will arrange the data in ascending order. By default, it will arrange the data in ascending order. Okay, in ascending order by 6. So that first you will get all the, see, female data, and now you are getting all the male data. Okay. Close this. Now, suppose say here if you also want to order by both sex and age, then write here sex and age, so that it will order by sex and then it will order by age. Okay, see, first all the female data, it is ordering by age, and then all the male data ordering by age. Okay. Now, suppose say here if you want to order in descending order, then make use of the option DESC. Okay. After the variable name, so that it will first order the data by sex in descending order and then by age in ascending order. Okay. See, first you are getting male, then female, but here age is an ascending order only. Like this, you can order the data. Also, if you want to subset the data, you can make use of the statement called where. Okay. So instead of writing here, so write here where 6 equals to if. So whatever conditional statements, whatever statements or operators that you have used in this conditional statements, remember conditional statements and operators like where, if, then, else, do. So what in where statement, okay, whatever operators and whatever like conditional operators or logical operators that you have used, arithmetic operators that you have used, you can make use of all that operators here, like operator, remember, with percentage and underscores. Similarly, between operator, all the operators you can use here. Okay, depending on the data that you want to subset or filter the data that you want. Okay. Now the next one is similarly, did I tell you about between operator? Between operator between 11 and 13, all those operators you can make use of. Similarly, null operator like this apostrophe and equal to, okay, all these operators you can make use of. Similarly, missing, is not missing, is null or is not null, okay, all those. Now, so based on the condition, based on like the same variable condition, if you want to create a new variable with different data values, then we make use of the if statement. Remember, if sex equals to F, then gender equals to female. If sex equals to M, then gender equals to male. Based on the same variable condition, creating another variable with different data values. Here, instead of if statement, we make use of the case operator. Okay, not if statement, but case operator. See, proc SQL. Okay, create table. Create table test. As select star from SAS help.class. But the thing is, we have to write multiple cases. No, here. Suppose say here I want to create say like whoever's age is between 11 and 12. Okay, so I want to create a new variable called comment and give the value as low, 13 and 14 as middle, and 15 16 as high. Okay, so define the cases here. When, say like when age between, we can write, no, when age between, okay, 11 and 12, then what is the value that we want to give? Define low. Similarly, when age between 13 and 14, 15 and 16. Okay, when age between 11 and 12, 13, 14 and 15, 16. Here, middle and high. Okay. So write here end as in what new variable, under what new variable you want to keep these values? Under the new variable called comment, right? So write here comment under the new variable called comment. And from which dataset we want to take the data? From SAS help.class. Okay, and quit. Clear with this program?
Yeah.
See? Hello?
Yes, clear, Pavani.
Okay. Either by making use of the if statement or by making use of the case operator in SQL programming, you can create the new variables. Okay. Now, if you want to
Does
summarize,
case have to be in the capital letters like that, uppercase?
which one?
Case.
No, 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 no. You can write in lowercase also, not case sensitive.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, just to make it identify, here we are discussing about that operator, right? So just to make it identify,
Okay.
have like written in bold letters.
Okay.
Okay, that's it. Now, next one is summarizing the data. As in, for suppose if you want to calculate any statistics using SQL programming, you can do that. Proc SQL. Okay. So if you want to create a data set, you create it. If you don't want, you can start from select statement. Okay, select. Say like for height and weight, we want to calculate average. Okay, so which is nothing but mean value, mean of height, okay, comma, and mean of weight. Okay, but when we are calculating something, we need to keep it under some variable, right? By making use of as you create a new variable. Okay, I'll say as average weight, as average height. Okay, as average height from SAS help dot class and quit.
Pavani, SAS help, you need to
Yeah.
take off the semicolon. And in the mean of weight, you need to change it to height in the second one.
Okay. Okay. See, average weight and average height. So here we are getting this average height and average weight per overall, I mean like for all the observations, right? It is considering all the data. Suppose say for males and females, we want it separately. Then make use of the option group. Okay. So first you write it here, that variable name, and then write here from SAS help dot class. Okay. Group by 6. Okay. See, for males and females, now we are getting it separately. Now suppose say that further you want to group by age variable also. Then write here 6 comma age. Define the same here also. Okay, age. See, 6 and age. Okay. Now the next one is, suppose say that within the result if you want to subset the data. Okay, say like whoever's average weight is greater than 90, only that observations we want to the output. Okay, in this case make use of the option called having. Okay, having, give that particular variable name, average weight greater than 90. Okay, having average weight, here we have to make use of the having. Okay, not where. Okay, see, all the result having average weight greater than 90, we got to the output. Okay, now, so if you want to put all these results in a data set, you know how to do it, right? So just make use of the additional, sorry, create table test as. Okay, just you write this one. Okay, so table name, whatever name that you want to give, you can give it. Now open this test. See, okay. Now, the next one is, suppose say that in age value, for age variable, we have 19 values, right? When you open the data set, because of 19 observations, we'll be having 19 data values. But say like you want to know how many distinct values are present. Distinct as in like how many different values are present in that particular variable. See, if you take gender variable also, you have like 19 values, data values, because 19 observations are there. But all the 19 values are either F or M, right? So like that, if you want to know that particular count, okay, you can know that particular count by making use of the option distinct. Proc SQL select count of, select, we want distinct values, right? So select distinct, which variable you want, say like for age variable, okay, from SAS help dot class, okay, and quit. See, so these are the different distinct values that we have. Okay, suppose say that you don't want to display like all the values, you just want to know the count. Okay, count of values, then you can make use of the option called count of distinct age from SAS help dot class, so that it will give you the count. See, if you want to give any variable name, you can give by making use of the as select some X variable name. Okay, so that you'll get some variable name here. Okay, clear?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. So this is about part 1 SQL programming, and part 2 SQL programming is about joins, like combining data sets. Okay. Remember stacking, interleaving procedures, appending. Okay. And whatever result that we are getting through that procedures, we can also get the same result by using SQL programming also. Okay. We'll do that, which we call as set operators. Okay. And whatever result that you are getting through merging, remember like in equals to a, in operator and the if statement. So using that merges, whatever output that we are getting, we can get through SQL joins also. Okay. So we'll see this set operators concept and joins concept tomorrow.
Yeah.
See, is not at home.